Welcome back to Brews with the Homies. This is your host, Brews with D Bro. On this episode, we got two incredible, amazing guests here. We got Jesse and Vinny.
Hello.
They have an awesome collab here that they're bringing onto the podcast and want to talk about with us. Of course, we got the same crew as always. We got James at the end, Heron over here, JB right here. So,
what's up, guys?
How have you guys been? I feel like I haven't seen y'all in a minute. You guys been good?
Working.
Well, yeah, I feel you on that one. What about you, Jesse?
Just working, man. Working and gaming.
Working and gaming? What about you guys?
I guess we're working and working.
Working and working?
Working and golfing.
Yeah. Working, golfing, catching up on shit, getting
Doesn't
everything
sound
ready.
like we're having enough fun.
No, it does not.
Yeah,
No.
we need to all go out and
You know
party.
what it sounds like? It sounds like this needs to put us to that fun level. You know what I mean?
I hope it does. With
I think we'll
14%.
Ooh.
We're 13.5?
13.5 and a 14, right?
Yeah.
So, guys, we wanted to bring you on and talk about this mead because we had Jesse on for 2 episodes. We did a bite with him, and we got to know him a little bit better and talk about Honey Thief. So, with this, you guys collab together. I want to know kind of the process that you guys went through to make this. What was your inspiration? We'll show and edit this in here. The art on this is really awesome. We're going with like the DK Donkey Kong theme. So we have 2 different ones. We have a regular and a barrel aged, and I'll let you guys take it. Let's go from there.
Why don't you take the floor? The idea kind of stemmed from your mind.
So, Jesse was over my house one day. I pulled out a knife and I said, let's make a mead together.
Ooh,
Okay, everyone looked at me all
Yeah,
serious.
like,
so
you
No, that's...
pulled
guys,
like a pirate, right? Like,
Yeah, you guys
gotta
got
walk the
joking.
plank.
I was like, Jesse, we're making a mead together. He was
true.
like, and he literally was, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
So,
This is made out of fear.
no, just,
Not
yeah.
love.
Long story.
Blink twice
So-
if you're held hostage.
Yeah, it sounds so terrible that you put it that way now. Long story short, I don't know. I come up with these crazy ideas, and I feel like if anyone ever takes the time just to listen to them for a second, they're actually not terrible, but they are crazy. Jesse took the time, listened to crazy ideas. We kind of honed in on one. We went back and forth on it. He went above and beyond and like did the research, figured out the honey, everything to go forward, checked in with me and was like, how do you feel about this? And I was like, you're the master, bro. But yeah, I wanted to make like a banana Foster's style mead. I felt like that wasn't something that I've ever really had before when I drank mead. So yeah, that's just kind of how it started. And then I was like, but now I want to barrel age it. And he's like, fuck, Vinny. So it led to him buying an oak barrel, and then me like reaching out to Andrew Rodriguez, who works at the Warm Springs and Durango location of Beer Zombies. He's actually a really good cocktail guy, but he loves rum. And I figured the best way to, or use the best rum would reach out to somebody that loves rum. So we hit him up. He recommended Diplomatico rum to us. He said it has a very strong banana taste. So tasted it, threw it in the barrel, let it age for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it only took about 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and
to get in
then
there.
we emptied it out and we drank it and we got fucked up. Remember that?
Yeah, we had an interesting bottling session.
Yeah, that was. he was like, do you want to drink the barrel aged rum now? Fuck yeah, I do. Like what? Yeah.
Is that even a question?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
And I was blown away by how much of the oak and the banana came through, and I was like so excited at this point to put the mead into the barrel, which we did, and here we are today. So let's just drink some fucking mead.
Yeah, let's get it going. So the one on the right, for most people, will be the non-barrel aged one, Banana Boat Ride, coming in at 13.5% ABV, and like Vinny was talking about, mead with bananas and Nilla wafers. On the label, our good friend Blue did that for them and helped create it, and he's been on one of our episodes before, so shout out to him. And
Thank
we'll
you,
try
Al.
it.
Thanks, buddy.
Wow, off the nose right away. That sweetness, that kind of wafers, it kind of like brings you back to a kid. You get that kind of like, oh man, when I was younger, I had it a couple times. Some bread pudding.
That is very delicious. But I have a question for the both of you guys.
Sure.
Because I'm pretty sure you guys had this multiple times now. So has the consistency from each one been the same, or could you tell there's a little bit difference in each one?
Well, for me, I feel like it's pretty similar. We drank this a little more warm than I would have liked, but that was mostly my fault. So I'm going to take the blame for that one. But I feel like it's been pretty consistent. I've been really wanting to open one of my bottles just because of the good feedback we've been getting. So I'm really happy we're able to do this. Do you think it's pretty similar?
I mean, originally when we were bottling, we were worried that there would be inconsistency in the bottles because of, first time doing this, how much banana and wafer. But I think we came out with multiple bottles and all of them were good. I mean, obviously the last one was full of the ook because Jesse kept saying, "Stop sucking that up." But I mean,
Got a few chunky boys.
yeah, I had a couple chunky boys at the end. But you know what? We kind of took those for ourselves. And the biggest concern was I know you... The whole idea I wanted to do this was because I believe in Jesse. So, I really put my time into people I believe in, and I feel like he makes really good mead. And I just threw out an idea of something that he executed perfectly, and just nailed on the head. Every bottle's been pretty much on point, so can't complain.
And we
really
love
good
to see
hear.
that because having him on before and being a guest to share his side of things, why he started the company, why he's kind of gone to this side of craft beer meets mead and all the things that combine and make the journey so much fun. We saw a lot of positive feedback and viewership. I think a lot of people are interested. They love the craft beer, they love what we do, but to bring this new element, something different, and to recommend new things to people, it's always exciting and fun for you to kind of take that journey. So to taste something like this and to have you kind of all right, let me plan something crazy that's kind of on brand for you, let's do something wild, and Jesse to kind of perfect it and make something come out very strong and elegant. I think the banana flavor, this is something that Heron and I have talked about on other episodes or just in general. Banana is kind of a hard flavor to capture perfectly.
And that's why I was and he was...
It's tough, and you don't want it to be too artificial. You want it to capture the right amount, sweetness, not be too overbearing, and it's just perfectly complemented with that Nilla wafer taste. So I want to kind of kick it to Heron because I love hearing his opinions, and we're getting more into meads. We've tried a couple more, so kind of what are your thoughts on this, and how do you feel about it?
So I had it yesterday because Pat brought it into Warm Springs, and I tasted it. But that was after a couple beers, so I don't really, I knew it wasn't beer, and I was like, nice. And,
you were nice.
Yeah, a banana. But yeah, no, I guess it's so drinkable. I hate how drinkable this is, because I can see how you guys got super wasted on bottling day.
So dangerous.
Yeah, I love it. So that's just my contribution to describing this, is that it's extremely drinkable. Absolutely delicious. Unless you hate bananas, you got to give this. I would recommend this to anyone.
I'll take it.
Yeah. And then James, I know you haven't been into meads as much, and this is kind of
Be honest.
You're in that
I'll be
new
very
world.
honest. This is so fucking good.
Okay.
It is so good.
On your famous rating, because we know we always have to bring it to the table.
We
What
missed
is it?
you the last couple of
I
weeks,
know,
and we had to improvise your world famous rating. Now you're back, so we gotta have
This is so close. I want to do a nude beach in Spain so bad. That's 5 out of 5 for me. It's just I can't even get any words out. It is so good. I'm a big fan of banana. Is there any reason why you wanted to do banana, or was it the reason why it was just so tough to do banana?
It's because it's tough. I like a challenge.
Okay.
And honestly, I know it sounds so crazy because people are like, why? And I think Jesse multiple times in the beginning was like, Vinny's fucking crazy. I knew he could do it. I knew he could execute it, and I love that we got to do it together. Because I think it was this confidence boost, and I mean, come on. This expanded your mind to a whole bunch of other fun, creative stuff now, right?
Yeah, definitely did. I want to revisit this, not do the same thing, obviously, but I have a few more ideas that I want to explore now that I think I can nail the flavor. The biggest thing, I think, was getting the flavor in there, and kind of what you touched on, just making sure it wasn't too artificial, which is kind of what hit me at first. I was like, oh, this kind of tastes candied almost, but I knew it wasn't. It's fresh banana. That's all in there, and so now I know how I can get the flavor in there. And kind of to expand on your question a little bit, Vinny wanted to do kind of a video game type thing to start out with, and my brain went to Donkey Kong immediately, and so obviously bananas, and so that kind of naturally followed, and I think it worked out pretty well.
It worked out perfectly.
Yeah, because like in the back end of the flavor too with the banana, you kind of get the sweetness up front, but on the back end you kind of get that natural banana taste. I think Heron mentioned it on another episode where it's kind of like the skin where like, I don't know if it's like the slight bitterness or like the protein of it or something where you kind of get that middle ground of like a little bit of sweet, a little bit of bitter. Like if you were to just eat the banana raw, like you would get that kind of like flavor.
It's funny that you say like eating a banana because like the first thing when you guys said it was artificial, I was like that you didn't want it to be artificial. I was like, I don't get that like artificial taste because after I eat a banana, like the roof of my like mouth,
that potassium,
like, the potassium kind of is there,
Yeah.
and like I feel like I just drank a banana that was a legit banana, not like an artificial.
And it's
flavor.
like a ripe banana. It's not like too hard or like it's like that perfect like ripe.
Yeah.
So like
condition.
you guys really did a phenomenal job with that. And like for me,
Thanks, man.
somebody that is like very sensitive to banana taste when it comes to like just eating it and then get the mouthfeel, like that's the mouthfeel that I'm leaving with, and I'm like really stoked and excited. And like I've kind of told you this before, like when you say I want to revisit this and like go into it, I'm like, please do, because like I can see the like the brain's working, and I just want to see like what next iteration you have.
Yeah, like
We're
what's that
throwing
next
fucking
level?
cheesecake in it.
Oh,
He's like, shut the fuck up, Vinny.
Banana cheese.
You heard it
Shut
here
the fuck
first.
up, Vinny.
Throw peanut butter. Oh, peanut
He's
butter.
like,
peanut butter.
no,
I don't know why.
please
I was
don't.
like,
He's like, don't do it. Did you say bacon and peanut butter? Oh, I got ideas. No,
He's
He's like,
we're
please no.
smoking it.
We can try it, but no one's gonna like it.
Yeah, I know, it'd be terrible.
So, going into the barrel age version, because I know we were talking about how you came up with that, how you went into it. So, I would like to know, once we try it and kind of get everyone's opinions, how were you able to like distinguish it, and like how did you want to distinguish it in terms of like flavor? Because I think you guys use rum barrels, correct?
Yeah.
Because like rum, like I associate like rum barrels with a lot of stouts I've had, a little bit more sweeter. It's a very different taste than doing like a more of like a strong like bourbon. Like rum just for me has like a different characteristic. So was that why you kind of leaned into that more with this flavor and aging in there?
Well, I mean, we kind of wanted to have a tropical kind of theme, I guess, and so rum, of course, naturally follows. And like Vinny was saying earlier, we knew we could find a sweeter rum that wasn't necessarily like super spicy, and a lot of the flavors in the rum that we got a recommendation from Andrew worked really, really well in this. After we read the notes and everything online also, and so it seemed like a perfect fit to complement that. So
Everything's better barrel aged.
Yeah, because even immediately off the nose when we smell this, so you kind of shy away from that like sweetness that you get in the first one. You kind of go into that nice little barrel on the nose.
Let's try it.
All right,
I want to try it. He said everything's better barrel aged. I want to try it.
Guys, I've just been drinking it this whole time.
cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's fun, right?
That is getting the wow. Wow.
Yeah.
See, this is where you get into the distinguishing the audience that you have, because you would recommend the non-barrel aged for people that like sweeter, like more of a approachable kind of mead. Whereas the second one, if you want complexity, you want more to it. Like if you're craving that next level, this is where you jump into that. You get the barrel and it kind of milds out that sweetness, but it doesn't take away. You still get the flavor of the first one, but then you get the addition of the barrel and like that sweetness. So I get why you guys use the rum now. Tasting it, you can see how it complements without taking away from the initial flavors that are there.
Yeah, and I think using the barrel helped a lot. Vinny was hell-bent on using a barrel, and it's not that I was against using one, it's just that I hadn't used one. I had been advised by people that maybe using a small barrel would not work out very well, just because of the transfer of the flavors and everything, but I think we took it out at the right time.
We fucking nailed it.
I still get a lot of tannin on this. I don't know if you guys are getting that in there, but on the back end, it kind of just sits there, which is what I was happy with the most.
Yeah.
I think is the tannin from the oak actually getting in there and making it not just to taste like, oh, we dumped some rum in the mead, but hey, this sat on some oak in a barrel for a while, and so it worked out.
I have a question. Did you guys run these two at the same time, or did you do one and then work on the other?
Made the full batch, and then we bottled right away the non-barrel aged, and then we took the rest of it and put it into the barrel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then we filled up the barrel, and we just said, good luck.
Yeah, that's all you can really do, right?
we just, like, Jesse kept doing some samples. He brought me samples, and we kept trying it, and I was like, no. And then he was like, I think it's fucking ready. And then, yeah, just timing, everything was perfect, and I think that when we emptied it out and we tasted it again, we were like, fuck yeah. I think initially you liked the non-barrel aged the best first, right? Or no?
I did, but the barrel aged one's definitely growing on me.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just there's a little bit more complexity there, and it's not the barrel doesn't take away from the base mead at all, but it just adds to it, I think, overall. So
it's it's the same mead but different.
Yeah. It kind of, so you already went for, let's do something hard. Let's try to get this banana flavor perfected. Then you're like, let's make it harder. Let's throw in a barrel. Let's do something. And then, so I could see why now it's growing on you more too, because you could kind of appreciate the work that went into it and the risk on top of risk. It's like, all right, well, got the first part down. Now let's do another risk and see how it goes. But it's good because it seems like this will allow you to jump into other projects and be a little bit more adventurous and do some more barrel-aged stuff. And that's what we like to see. And Vinny believed in you. And after having you on last time and sampling it and trying more of your stuff, it's nice to see how this is coming full circle. And hopefully, as you continue to grow, we could get this out to more people, get more feedback, and have more people be interested. Because I think the more we could kind of grow the mead scene and have people try it, I think, especially with the slushy and 450 North craze kind of settling down a little bit, I think there's that market available where people want something sweet but then appreciate it. It's a little bit lighter body but still could get fucked up real easily.
And high ABV.
Yeah, that high ABV is like, come on, like how drinkable. Even the barrel aged one is so drinkable. Like it's not offensive at all to where you're like, oh my god, I feel like it's 18% or it's super boozy. Not at all. So 14%, absolutely incredible. I think that a lot of people that if they're able to try this will be like, man, I need to keep these guys on my radar. I need to see when I could.
You should see the next idea I gave him.
Oh, man.
I can only
He shakes his head right now because
I'm actually really excited about the next one we're doing. It's very exciting, yeah.
Yep, you guys heard it here first. They're gonna come out with something else, so keep your eyes out for that. We'll have to try that one too.
So JB,
yes.
I'm gonna cut you off here because you've been rambling a little bit, and I want to hear what Heron has to say about this because I mean you kind of hogged all the descriptions. Yeah. I want to hear what Heron has to say.
If I could say all that, then Heron has to come in with even better stuff. So
That's
all right,
gotta make it hard for
Hi,
me.
Heron.
Hey. So the non-barreled version. I like when JB was describing it like as in kind of like a banana. He was trying to get like, I don't know, the banana peel, the kind of something that's not the actual banana itself, but kind of something that was a little more bitter or even maybe chalky like the banana peel is. Because as a kid, I would eat bananas, but then I would also eat the inside of a peel. Because I was just weird.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand why I did it. I just did it.
Yeah, some people would like peel off everything, you know that, but like he's the one like, no, I'm gonna have it all.
We just brought him back to his childhood.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, no, it really transported me back in time. Like, oh shit, I forgot how weird I was. So
I mean, you still are, but we still love you.
yeah, and then so I sipped on it after JB was kind of describing like this banana flavor, this part of the banana flavor, but it wasn't like the banana itself. And I was like, I kind of get like a little bit of that because there's a slight kind of like, I don't know, dryness that can transport me back in time to the time I ate the banana peel chalkiness. And I'm like, okay. But I don't get any of that in the barrel-aged version. And I had one question as to, did you just only use like the bananas themselves? Or, yeah?
So it was just the bananas and the vanilla wafers, and the mead or the honey was the Hawaiian.
Yeah, it was a tropical Hawaiian wildflower honey, which there was a tiny bit of if we had left the mead how it was, you could classify it as maybe off dry, maybe semi-sweet. There was a little bit of residual sugar in there, which I'm sure you guys are picking a little bit of. But yeah, I roasted the bananas and got them nice and hot, and there was some kind of liquid coming out of them that I just poured into the
banana cum.
into the
I had to say it. I'm sorry.
PG-13
show.
sounds so good.
So-
No, it's mature. You're good.
Oh, we're okay.
Yeah.
Banana cum. Yeah.
So yeah, everything with the peel.
That's a technical term.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, it's like cumin.
You better trademark it right now.
Banana cum. God, I just like the next version of this has to be called banana cum.
And then
Okay,
look
so
at
it's not mead made with banana cum.
and it'll be the bottom half of this.
Oh,
It'll be the bottom
my
of
God.
Donkey Kong, right
boy.
below the belt line.
I don't know if Blue could get signed off of his shit if he.
He's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just more thinking about the photos I have to send to him now.
This is your inspiration.
That is great. So, James, what do you think about this barrel aged one? We know you're not a real mead guy here, so
This is one of my favorites, guys. You guys did an amazing job. I'm a big fan of banana.
Which
especially
one's better?
rum.
Because
This one.
I know you
This
like
one
this
for
one better.
sure.
Okay.
I like the sweetness, but now that I'm a big fan of rum too, and so I was excited to hear about rum being into this, and it's just a nice, perfect blend. You guys did an absolutely amazing job, and I want quite a few bottles in my
That seems to be the
Make some more.
quick dispose of them quickly. So
Jesse, the last time we had you on, we brought the Deadwood guy, Tom.
Yeah.
We brought Tom on.
Love Tom.
And he brought us some meads, and I enjoyed them. But I can officially say you've cleared the top 5.
Score.
So all my all-time favorite meads are your meads. So I gotta say, my man, you have been setting the bar pretty high, and I really do appreciate the work that you guys have done on this, because these two instantly moved to 1 and 2.
Well, thanks. I appreciate all the kind words, everybody.
Well,
Yeah.
we have to I hate to say this because a lot of people kind of take this the wrong way, but you have to give flowers where flowers are due.
Sure.
And you guys deserve flowers on this. I know the banana flavor is hard to get in meads, and you guys took 2 gambles, and both gambles landed you 2 jackpots. So I personally cannot wait for this
Vegas
next one.
reference.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Very Vegas reference. But I do got to say, I can't wait to see what you guys have coming, because Vinny's mad mind of ideas.
Is it
and
a secret? Are we keeping it a secret? We
I
we do-
mean, I don't think we revealed too much
No.
so far. I can just say it's going to be dark.
Okay.
It's going to be dark.
black.
Black as night.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Dark Knight?
There you
I'm curious now. I can't wait.
And then we went from I guess the other thing we tell them is we went from video games on this one, and next one we're going comic book.
go. Ooh, okay.
So
I like the
the,
theme.
the idea comes from something like just randomly, and then I'm like, bam, it's just, that's where we're going. So I guess we're going 80s comics on this one.
Okay.
Ooh, 80 comics. Okay.
All right, so we'll leave that. If you guys want to guess, throw it in the comments, see, and then we can kind of have like a nice little.
you know what? No,
friendly wager.
JB. If they can guess it, we will send them a glass.
Okay.
How about
Send 'em a
if
bottle.
someone
send
bigger,
them a
we'll send them a
bottle.
bottle.
All right, yeah, let's
We're
do
gonna
that.
send them a
Okay,
bottle.
We're
Send
gonna
them a
do
set.
this.
There
So
we go.
we'll post on social media too.
If you know what it
Whoever
is,
can
don't
guess-
say it, then I'll stab you.
Yeah, then Vinny will personally come and put that knife to
Vinny
you
will
and be
know
like,
who it is.
So whoever could guess it, we'll send you guys a bottle when it's ready. I wanted to ask Jesse. 'cause
Empty
that's-
collectible.
Yeah, empty collectible. So we don't get in trouble. There we go.
Exactly.
Yes, empty collectible.
My question is, so that's your collab with Vinny. Do you have anything coming up here soon that you would like to talk about, or are you kind of just waiting on the next collab you're doing?
No, I have at least a dozen gallons going on right now. They're all large batches.
Okay.
I'm trying to tweak an apple mead, a spiced apple mead. I have a traditional with some Christmas berry honey. I have a triple berry, raspberry, blackberry, blueberry that I'm working on right now.
Nice.
And then I have another mess of a mead that's a blend. It's a cuvee. I got a cuvee that I'm trying to even out. So hopefully the next few months I'll have 4 or 5 of my own coming out. So on top of our next collab.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm excited.
I'm excited for what you got coming. So we talked about Jesse, what you got coming up. Vinny, what do you got coming up at Boulder City, my man? I know you're a
balls.
busy guy.
So currently we've been decking the place out in just more Halloween decorations. I mean, we already have that whole beer zombie vibe and, you know, the real dark, eerie spookiness about the place, but Chris and his wife Raquel, we've just been in there decking the place out, making it totally spooky for Halloween. We're planning on a Halloween party in Boulder City, shooting for Halloween weekend.
Okay.
We haven't picked a date yet, but it's probably going to be around the 29th, if anybody wants to come out.
Say less.
Yeah.
They say less.
So a whole bunch of beer specials, spooky costumes, the whole thing. I mean, did you guys get your costumes yet?
Yeah.
You did? You already know where you're...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm between two right now.
All
right,
let's debate it right now.
What two are you between?
So my sister hit me up this morning,
Okay.
and she sent me a picture of a, it's like a sheet, just a sheet, right? Old school ghost style. But the thing is, it's a picture of prosciutto. So I could be a gabagool. All right?
Okay.
Just cut some holes in it and just walk around with that.
Oh,
All right, and then the other one is, so it's kind of funny. So Matt and I, like a year ago after we did our Matt from Warm Springs, Beer Zombies, we were prison inmates. And we, you know, drew prison tats on each other's face and the whole thing. And now we kind of have this little tradition of like being twinsies for Halloween. So we wanted to do Blades of Glory.
Oh, yes.
But last minute we found out it's taking too long for them to get out here.
No.
So what we're doing is we're just going to go blindly to the Spirit Halloween store and just pick.
Okay.
And just go for it and just whatever. I think that's what's going to be the thing. You know, sometimes that last minute, I'm going to be a goddamn schoolgirl. I already know it. I know it's going to be. I already know.
I can't wait to see this.
All right, what do you guys, or is it secret or is
No.
Okay.
So Gav and I are kind of like, we got two costumes that we're trying to decide. She wants to either be The Rock,
Okay.
or she this other one, I want to be our favorite DJ group because it's a duo.
Okay.
So it's Slander. So there's two of them, and so we're like, okay, if you be The Rock, I'll be John Cena. So we could have a WrestleMania, rematch, you know?
That'd be pretty cool.
But then, like, we've been on this huge thing of, like, we just got back from Ohio and music festival here, and we just saw our favorite group, and we're like, maybe we should be them. We got enough shit already. The only thing is we have to get, like, their iconic shirt, which is pretty easy, but it's, like, right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Yeah.
All right. You guys have your stuff? I'm not 100% sure yet.
No,
but-
I don't know what I'm doing. I'll dress up.
If you're not dressed up as a piece of bread, all right, I'll be a piece of meat. We'll get someone to beat mayo.
I got
Oh my god, you're
We're
gonna make a
just-
sandwich.
I'm down to make a
You
sandwich.
can be a crumble cookie box.
Oh,
Will you
God,
watch
yeah,
that?
oh,
Yeah, they just supported that
Crumb
today.
cookie box.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
big
no,
giant
because I don't want to
box.
open the box because.
Oh.
There's only two things that go in a box:
Yeah.
a dick and a head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
Dick in the
watched
box?
7. I know. Spoiler
No
alert.
4-pack here, folks.
What's in the box? A dick in a box.
Do you have one, James?
Yes, I do. I don't have a dilemma of choosing. I can do 2 outfits this year as we're going to 2 parties.
Okay.
The first one she's doing is she's being a witch. She didn't want to be... I'll do mine first because that'll be leading into that.
Yeah.
I'll be Pablo Escobar.
All right.
And I wanted her to be Tata, his wife, and she did not want to do that at all for some weird reason. Apparently, I said no, that's a dumb idea for her being that. I've never had it on record or anything, but she wants to be a witch.
Okay.
So that's the first party. The second party, we're doing a duet of pirates.
I love pirates.
Yep.
Pirates.
Jesse, do you have
Jesse,
anything?
do you have one?
I don't know yet, guys.
Yeah, he's
don't
like,
know?
I'll roll up costume to the beer zombies though. Trust me.
okay.
Yeah,
Figure
he's like,
something
I'll
out.
figure it out last minute.
Think
I'm
he's
with
already-
you on that boat.
I can't wait for this party.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I know some of the crew's coming. Like, it's gonna be a good time.
it's gonna be more than a good time. Anytime there's something going on at the Boulder City location, it's always a party.
Yeah.
And like
Always.
I'm like, I'm only gonna be here for an hour, and then I look at my watch,
Never.
and I'm like, fuck, I'm here
Never.
for 4 hours.
Yep.
Nice.
That's how it always happens. That's
It's,
how the
it's a
game
good
goes.
fuck though. It's not like
Yeah.
oh fuck. It's like
Time's fine, yeah.
time's fine. But I do gotta say, Vinny, I haven't seen you in a while up there, so I have to come up there.
That's
I have
all
to,
good, man.
I have to go see you and Josh and give Josh a hard
Yeah.
time.
Every
Oh,
time
yeah.
I go up there, it's like Hey, Vinny's busy doing something. Oh, he's flying somewhere. Oh, he's doing this.
We got Pat up there now too, guys.
I know.
We got
I
Pat.
haven't
Shout
been
out
there when
Pat.
Pat's been there,
Yeah.
so.
It'll be a fun time.
I mean, Pat's there tonight, so every Wednesday going forward throughout October, we do this Halloween horror show. So
Okay.
we have a group that does like a horror Halloween and UFO show, and they do a whole video and bring a whole bunch of cool
shit.
things.
What?
in. Yeah, I don't want to really give anything away because a lot of it's secret, but they sell tickets for it. Yeah, we have it like posted on our Instagram and everything. It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
nice. If you're looking for something to do in Boulder City and go have some fun, visit
You
Vinny
know,
and them.
It sounds like my girlfriend's gonna be out of town next week,
Oh,
and
you
it
might
sounds
have to-
like I might have to go up there and.
I actually going to be up there on Wednesday next week.
Oh,
We'll
I get
record and go.
I get a 2-for-1.
There you go.
Ooh, man, you spoiling me over here.
You wanted more.
Ooh.
All right, before this gets any weirder. But it was a pleasure having you guys on. We love you guys. Amazing job with this. We're going to run into a bite episode after this, so look out for that.
Hold on. You said guest on Instagram. Let's scrap the Instagram. You can find us at brewswth.com. You can send us voice messages that can be played on this podcast. So if you got to guess which 80s comic book that their new collab is going to be on, send it there and guess there. And then if you guess it correctly, make sure you tag or tell us your email or social media so we can DM you if you're the winner. So we
Yep.
can send you an empty collectible.
Yeah, on the website, super simple. You could register on there, just name, email, and then you could comment on there, send us a voice message, whatever's better for you, and we'll be able to track that, so it'll be perfect. And if you want to do it on Instagram or social media too, we'd appreciate that. But I think that's pretty much
We'll make
it.
it
We're pretty
easy.
good.
But until next time, see ya.